Hello everybody and a big what up, this is Crispy here, casting a game where I forgot to put my probes on the mineral patches apparently, twice. I forgot to put my probes on the mineral patches twice. So this is going to be, I'm just casting a game now between Crispy, the red pro, oh my god, my voice is horrible. I just had sports day at school and I was screaming all day. That's just for anybody who doesn't know, it's when you have, like you've got house teams in your school and people get put in the teams. And then at sports day you all compete against each other and I'm the captains for one of the teams and I was just screaming all day and my voice has just gone all hoarse and husky and crap and I can't say much of anything. Sorry if my voice breaks or I just sound really like crappy throughout the cast. I'm sorry about that. You could probably already tell that I am sounding pretty bad. Now the sound is really low, so there's probably not going to be too much sound coming out of the game because for some reason I turned it way down low, and I'm not going to stop this cast now and put the sound up because I just can't be bothered. So, who is playing, you ask? Well, you probably already saw because I've been switching between this noob's base and the other Protoss base up here, so I will tell you who's playing. Whooshia! Crispy as the red Protoss down in the bottom left spawning location on Backwater Gulch. This is one of the fairly new maps. It came out in a relatively recent patch. It's there are 4 bases which you or your opponent can spawn. It's kind of like, you know, like Metalopolis, Icarus Plateau, there's 4 bases, duh. And the other player is going to be the blue Protoss, Aeguis, or Aegis, or whatever. However you want to pronounce it. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, this was a cheat in Age of Empires 2. I'm not sure if it's in any other games like Age of Empires 3 or 1 or whatever, but this was a cheat in Age of Empires 2, where you type in Aegis and your buildings and units just build instantly. But unfortunately, if you're playing against AI, so do theirs. So that can get a bit annoying because you're just like, yeah, I'm going to just go obliterate my opponent now and build like 100 billion knights or whatever. And I'm forgetting to put guys in my gas. And then you go over to his base and he's got like a gajillion units and you're like, what in the fuck? So, as already noted, this is going to be a PvP between me and this blue guy right here. I'm probably just, just taking a note down here, I saw this crap, I was like, what in the heck? So he's probably going to be going for a fast expansion is what I'm thinking. So seeing as how he's pouring 400 minerals into that expansion, I will foregate. So in just a couple of minutes I'll probably be foregating, and I was putting my probe across here to try to prevent his probe from getting down here to put a cyber there to make a wall off, but then I see he's got a cyber up here and I'm like, wow, I'm a dickhead. So I just send my probe all the way up here, just rally pointing him because I'm too lazy to micro. Should probably be leaving this probe at this Zelnaga. I don't really need to now, but later in the game it's probably a good idea, just in case your opponent's sending a huge attack your way. You can just see that coming right on out there. He's going to be chucking down another gateway here to make a wall off, and I see that my probe's probably going to be heading on back to my base right about now. Chronoing warp gate tech. Now, for anybody who's trying to do a warp gate, this is usually what I do. You start building your zealot when your cyber core is like, I think 10, it takes 60 seconds to build, I think. So when it's at about 10, you start building your zealot, and when the cyber core finishes, it's just when the zealot finishes, and then you can then start building stalkers. So your warp gate is fairly efficient. Now I start building probes when it gets to 26, so that's 22 probes if we go to the unit count. 22 probes because there's 2 supply for the zealot, 2 supply for the stalker, and right about now you should chuck down your 3 gate, your extra 3 gates. Probably a bit before that because that's nearly half done. You should chuck down your gates in this. Oh no, I didn't send him back because that probe's just going to be building a little prox pylon here. So he's also going to be making a little wall off here, putting a cannon there. His units are going to be his units are going to be a bit delayed because he did get his shit all the way down here. These 2 gateways, this cyber, but yeah, he's going to have a couple less units than me, big whoop, but he is going to have this cannon, which is going to hold off my 4. Oh my god, I forgot to lower this. Oh, what is wrong with me? That's embarrassing. So notice how these are going to be finishing a bit later than when my warp gate tech finishes. That's a bit annoying because you just want to be having everything run smoothly. Everything just needs to be fine, and I'm not turning these into warp gates because I'm a noob. And it's going to be warping in some guys. You're probably putting a pylon down here so I can get vision of the high ground, just warp in some guys up there. And notice I've got some minerals banked up. He is getting a couple more cannons, so this will not be very easy for me to break. He's just going to be holding this off very nicely. He's got warp gate tech, but he's just opting to, you know, like build more gateway units without turning them into warp gates. So this isn't going too well for me. That probe going in there, getting his ass whipped. I'm just hopefully going to be backing out of here, but not anytime soon because my guys are dying. And that is my mum getting home and yelling at me because she's a total skits. Good on her. So, I'm just going to try see what I can make of this 4-gate. But notice I'm banking up my minerals just in case this doesn't work. Because if your 4-gate just completely fails, you don't want to have thrown absolutely everything into it. And then you've just got nothing left. So I'm just banking up a bunch of minerals. So when your 4-gate fails, throw down a robo, get a second gas, and start building more probes. That's what you do when your 4-gate fails, basically. Take an expansion as well if you want, because if we take a look at the army tab, my armor will be just a little bit bigger than his because I have 4-gated and he has just cannoned off here, gearing up to take his expansion. So yeah, that's just a bit of what to do when your 4-gate fails. I will try to be warping in a couple more units just so he doesn't just come out and kill me with what he's got now. And he is going for the 2-gate robo. So this was a very nice hold off for the 4-gate. This did not even seem like a struggle for him. So if anybody's trying to figure out a way to hold off a 4-gate, just build cannons and shit down at your natural. Just go down the ramp, build some cannons. All you need is 2 gates and like 3 cannons, and you're fine. There's no way I was going to engage that. It looked that scary. So I'm just going to be backing off, getting my expansion. His probably is done already. His is going to be done right now. I should be getting my second gas, but I'm not. I'm going to be getting an observer out, because I'll be backing out. I'm backing out right now, and my second gas is going down. So getting an observer out just to check when he starts leaving his base, and just making a little wall off here, trying to get my expansion up and running. Going to probably be transferring some probes really late, because I always forget when my expansion's finished building and forget when to transfer my probes. So as we can see, the expansion is almost finished. Probably just going to be taking a little while to transfer some probes. Going to be putting some probes in the gas, and I like my charge lots. I do like charge lots because I'm hoping is going to be stuck on T1 units, but he's not. And even if he isn't on T1 units, all he's got is immortals. Because he's been stuck on one base, he's been trying to hold off my 4-gate, so I'm hoping that he doesn't try to tech straight to Colossus. He's just going to be on the immortals right now, and charge lots eat immortals for breakfast, because immortals do extra damage against armored, and charge lots aren't armored. Duh. So he's just going to be pushing out now with his dudes, and I see this. I'm just like, if I actually click on my observer, I see this. I know he's just a little bit outside his base. I got nothing too much to worry about. So I'm just going to be getting my expansion up and running, chucking down a couple of more pylons, because I get supply blocked quite a bit. I do, especially in the late stages of the game, put your probes in the where's my rally point is, okay, that's good. My rally point's on the Twilight Council, because when I play so fast, it's like you click on your Twilight Council, then go 5C chrono for everything, and then we go, my probes are actually going to the Twilight Council. Let's see how long it takes me to notice this. I still haven't noticed. Probably in a little while. I probably think that, oh wait, did I? Yeah, I put it back. I put squeaky voice. I've been screaming all day. So I'm just getting my units all prepared up here, because I think he might be pushing sometime soon, because he knows my 4-gate failed. I'm going to be weak, and yes, he is definitely going for the Robo Bay, because he knows he is probably going to be higher up in the tech tree. That is annoying squeakiness in my voice. He's going to be higher up in the tech tree, so he's just going to tech as fast as he can to whatever he can to just try to rip my army to pieces. But I am getting zealot speed charge lots to try to take care of the colossi. They aren't the most effective units against the colossi. Yeah, build more gas, because you haven't already got guys in that gas. Good on you. They are the most effective units against the colossi, but if you get enough of them, the colossi will do, the charge lots will do a lot of damage. So I'm just getting all my words modded up right now. This is the stage of the game, like roughly near 12 minutes, maybe 14 minutes, you should be taking your 3rd base. So one of us at least should probably be doing that. But I guess we're just too scared of the other player just tearing it to pieces. So we're just going to be supplying this off 2 bases. He's just taking out my observer right there. I probably should be teching a little bit. There we go. I'm chucking down the Robo Bay now to get me some colossi. And it does turn into a bit of a Colossi fest later on, because that is pretty much how PvP pans out. You just get your Colossi. And he does see this. I think I saw that observer moving over my army, but I was just like, now let him get away with that. We're just taking a quick look at the army count. I have managed to keep myself in this game after 4-gating, although now he is ahead of me. But after 4-gating, what you really need to do is just try to conserve as many units as you can, so your 4-gate just doesn't fail, and you pour as many minerals as you possibly can into it. Because when you know it's not going to work, just back out and try to conserve as many units as you can, and just take an expansion. He'll be too scared to attack you, because you do have a bigger army than him. So I'm going to be pushing up here now while he has a Colossi and an Immortal, and all I've got is just T1 units. And I am attacking him on his front, and another Colossus is just about to be getting out right now. I killed this probe because I'm just like, nah. Any probe I can take out is good news. So one of us should probably be expanding right